All right, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this fine Wednesday evening, February 12th, 2020. I am recording this at 5:33 p.m. I'll upload it as soon as I'm done. I apologize for the different surrounding, but this is my gaming table where I run Pathfinder. As you can see, there's the map behind me, but the lighting is just, it's crazy right now, and I didn't feel like moving everything. So quick things as always, like and subscribe. I think you can hit the little Mr. Mean logo down there, and it should hopefully take you to my homepage, and you can like and subscribe. If not, you can find me on YouTube. Obviously, you found this video, so like and subscribe. Tell your friends. We're up to like 633 subscribers. I am on ZellyPay. If you'd like to send a donation, please be aware that all donations go back into the channel. And I use it to help support the channels, and they all are much appreciated, and they go to pay for really cool things like the thing I'm about to show you. Let's see, I'm on MeWe. There's links on my YouTube page. You can use PayPal Pay Me if you're overseas. There's a link on my YouTube page as well, so feel free to donate that way if it makes you good. I'm going to try to keep my eyes tilted down a little bit so you don't get the crazy glare from my glasses, but like I said, the lighting in here is kind of goofy, and I don't want to get a migraine for straining my eyes. So that out of the way, you may hear my son in the background. I'm on daddy duty. Mommy's out tonight. She'll be back in a little bit, so this won't be a terribly long video, but my hair is all over the place, guys. I apologize. Beard's going everywhere. It's crazy. It's going to be really cold here. We're under a severe weather alert here for Duluth. Nothing unusual. It gets cold here, so we deal with it. But I hope everybody had a great week. We are winding down. I will be out of town for this weekend, so there will be no Pathfinder 2nd Edition live stream this weekend. There wasn't one last weekend due to schedule conflicts, and there won't be one this weekend because I'll be out of town and game can't run itself. So real quick, without further ado, I want to give a couple of shout outs here to some new subscribers. Medevac, I just want to thank you for subscribing. Very cool of you. Fajuk, I believe Fajuk was subscribed under another name, but still it's a new subscriber, so it counts. So thank you. He's been very active. Dracopool, I think I've already given a shout out to you, but you guys have been really active on the videos lately, so thank you very much. I hope I commented or replied back to all of you guys. And then 12 minutes ago, Skeleton Iguana subscribed. Awesome name. My favorite pet in the world is an iguana. I had one for about 12 years named Elvis because he's the king, baby. And he died of natural causes. He was old. They do live a lot longer than that, but he had a hard life. He was a cool pet. Anyway, we're not here to talk about past pets. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's liked and subscribed the videos. Keep posting. I try my best to respond. I'm on Discord. There's a link on my YouTube page. Feel free to sign up and come talk about games if you have GMing questions, or you're new to GMing, or maybe if you're old to GMing and you just want a different perspective, hit me up, man. I love to talk. I bring my iPad to work, and I have Discord on it, so I can usually chat, and I keep it by my desk, and if I run around, I do desktop support. Sorry, my kid's screaming in the background, but that's the joys of being a parent. So today's video du jour, I got to give a cool shout out to one of my players, Bobby. He had pointed this out to me. I had seen it when it came out on Kickstarter, and I was like, nah, I got stuff that I got stuff that'll work for me. I don't need this. And he was like, oh, dude, this would be awesome for the game. You should get it. And he's like, well, you should reach out to them and see if they'll support the channel. And so on a whim, on a lark, on a doobly-doo, I did. And I sent an email to PWorkwargames. They're out of Europe. And they make this fine material called the Combat Book. And it's 12 by 24. You can see it's spiral bound. It's glossy, so pardon me for trying to think. But what this is pre-done terrain. Now I have vinyl mats, and I have the I forgot what they are, but they're a little square, like they look like giant puzzle pieces, and you put them together, and they're white, and you can draw on them. They're wet and dry erase, but they're made out of particle board. So if you get them too wet, they will they're like a sponge, a dry sponge when it gets wet, and it'll ruin them. So while they are awesome and I do enjoy them, you have to be careful. And we're all middle-aged gamers for the most part, and we're drinking soda or whatever at the table, and somebody spills something, it happens. Those things are ruined, and I've already ruined one. Totally my fault, none of my players' fault, my fault. But with this, you don't have to worry about that, and it's 12 by 24. Actually, it's 24 by 24, I believe, because you lay it out flat if you're using the double mat. So what you get is you get 48 pages, 45 maps. And you can see, like, this one's, but you could lay this way and just have a 12 by 24, or you could lay it open to have a nice big map. And you have all kind. They've got everything in here. They've got a beach, with some grassland. I mean, this has got everything. It's 1-inch squares. There's some forest with the trees cut down. I mean, we've got, every time. This is pretty much your fantasy. There's a winter one. These things run for about just under 40 pounds on their website. I don't know what the conversion rate is, but that's probably right around 50 US bucks or thereabouts, maybe a little less, a little more. Buildings inside of buildings. I mean, this thing's got everything. Like I said, 45 pages. They're heavily laminated. And I mean, here's like a dock, So you see the blue with the water there. You could make this, tavern by the dock or a wharf. I mean, it's just got sand dune. It's I can't say enough about this. But anyway, long story short, I reached out to them and I said, hey, I run a small YouTube channel. I got about 630 subscribers. I try to post weekly. If you have any more presentation ones or demo ones, I'd love to get one and review it on my channel. And they reached out to me I think the next day. It was pretty fast. And they said, you know what, John, it's the end of the year, because I did this back in November, December, I think mid-December. They said it's the end of the year, and we've spent our budget. We're a small company, and we've spent our budget for promo. We can't afford to send you anything. But if you're willing to pay postage, we'll send you a brand new one, not even a used one. And I did. I got a brand new one, and it was wrapped really well. It's not dinged up or anything. It's in pristine shape. This is a really good one, too. Like a tower. It could be like a first level or top of a wizard's tower, and then just a floor. So I don't really have a good camera setup to show you guys this, but I'll put a link in the doobly-doo. It is the Combat Book Rewritable Combat Maps for Tabletop RPGs. They make a number of different mats. They make mats for games workshops or any miniatures game that you want to play with or without grids or hexes on them. This is top grade stuff. This is going to last a long time. It's a very durable metal spine. It lays flat, which is nice. I mean, yeah, you do have the immersion breaker of the spine right there coming through when it's laying flat on the gaming table, but still, it's not so obtrusive that you can't use it. And for you guys that have smaller gaming surfaces or don't have the luxury of a big dining room table or whatever, this is perfect. You could use this for small skirmish games. This would work for Frostgrave, which is what I plan to use it with, because there's that one winter scene, and I'm a huge Frostgrave fan. Let's see if I can find it. Of course, now that I want it, I can't find it. There's a rubble scene. There's just a plain grid. This thing is amazing. There's like a giant wizard circle. I mean, I can't find the one I want right now, the white one. I showed it to you guys earlier. There it is. This one will be perfect for Frostgrave, which is a cool miniatures game. This would work really well for Malifaux. You could play it on Malifaux, and a lot of your other Wild West Exodus, I think, will play on this. Worst case scenario, you could get two of them and put them together, and you'd have enough space. And I think at $45, $50 US, this is a lot of bang for your buck, especially if you're limited space and you don't have, or you don't have the money to go out and buy one of those super expensive mats, because some of those gaming mats are upwards of $75, and that's not cheap. I mean, I'm on a tight budget when it comes to gaming. I rely a lot on your guys' donations, and thank you very much for that. Those who have donated in the past, because it is much appreciated. And that's what paid for this. It cost me, I think, $18 shipping. So be aware, I don't think they have a U.S. distributor. I did see on their link, though, that they do have a link to their distributor. So maybe you can find someone in the U.S. That will, be able to, you won't have to pay that shipping overseas. So this is it, guys. I mean, it's a great cover, a nice werewolf there fighting an elf. Obviously, this is, careful, Norby. Sorry, guys. This is great for, fantasy or even some modern day stuff, because some of the buildings are pretty generic in the internal, and you could put whatever scenery. Another thing that's come out, these guys don't do it. There's another company that does it, and I don't remember the name of them, but they do vinyl like transfers, like stickies that you can put on here. They're static cling, little like vinyl, they're clear with just a part, almost like flat plastic miniatures, but they're vinyl and they're made to adhere to this. So there's like tables, chairs, bookcases, so you can set up whatever you want, a horse and buggy, that kind of thing. So this is super useful, and I'm telling you, Mr. Mean's going to use it. I thank PWorkgames profusely for sending it to me and, giving me that, basically giving it to me for free and just having me pay the shipping. I was totally willing to do that. And it was very kind of them, because it was end of the year and they got it out in a very timely manner. It was the U.S. Postal Service that dicked me over and took forever to get it to me because my postman is lazy and he doesn't do his job. And I've complained to the Postal Service, but there's nothing they can do. It's it's one of those things. So it is what it is, but I did finally get it, and I'm very happy to have it in my hands. I actually had to go to the local post office and pick it up because we had asked the postman to redeliver it, and he didn't even pick it up to redeliver it. And then 2 days later, I got the notice in my mail that he was going to redeliver it, and I'm like, it's too late, dude. I've already picked it up. So useless, like I said. But this is, let me know if you guys have used this, if you have it. Did you back the Kickstarter? Do you have it? What do you think? Is it good bang for the buck? I can only imagine if you got it through the Kickstarter, it was probably cheaper, which is awesome. I wish now I would have backed it, when it was on the Kickstarter. But I think I saw it after the Kickstarter had already ended, so I didn't have a chance to get in on it, which kind of sucks. But I'm glad I have it now. I'm going to tilt this a little bit so my head's in the frame. I'm very happy to have it. I thank PWork profusely. And like I said, full disclosure, they sent it to me for free. I paid the shipping. So I don't consider this a paid review or anything like that. And I don't do paid reviews anyway. I reached out to them and said, hey, send me a copy. Let me review it. And they totally did it. Like I said, 1-inch grids. Really, it is glossy. So if you're trying to record your game sessions, I'm not quite sure. Although I think if it's laying flat, it probably wouldn't be an issue depending on your camera and your lighting source. But I'm going to use it. You'll see it in next week's Pathfinder game. We'll be streaming live next week, the 21st, I believe. Yeah, because this Friday is the 14th. So we're going to stream live. And I hope you guys can make it and you can watch it. And I hope you enjoy it. But I'm going to get this uploaded. I just want to do a quick video because I'll be gone for the weekend. I won't have a chance to do one. And I just want to say, like I said, a big shout out to PWorkwargames.com for sending this to me. It was very awesome of them, and I got it, just in time for my next game. So I'm pretty excited. And like I said, you guys will see it in the next Pathfinder 2nd Edition RPG by Mr. Mean. So as always, guys, real quick, I will be doing a full-on review of What's Old is New. This is the digest size. It's in black and white. My good buddy Brian sent it to me, but I got all 3 books. I will be doing a review of these. I hear they make a color version that is amazing, so I'm going to try and see if I can get my hands on those. I also got my the Dark Eye Kickstarter, and this is the dice neoprene dice mat they sent me. It was part of the Kickstarter. Can you hear my son? He's excited. This is the dark guy. It's a dice pad, and it's got snaps right here, and it snaps up, and it turns into a dice pad, and it's neoprene. So this was part of the rewards for the Kickstarter. Very happy with the Book of Magic for Aventuria. So review of that coming real soon too. Other than that, guys, peace and hair grease. Remember, Mr. Mean says be nice. Thanks, everybody.